YouTube. This is the music-loving mosh pit starting spell casting wrestling reviewing a little bit insane in the membrane, the heavy metal hippie. And once again, I am alone because I apparently don't need my tag team partner anymore. I actually figured out how to do all this crap on my own. But usually this is where I would introduce
You would
my friend.
introduce
Oh my
the
god!
good and wonderful person that I am that helps everybody. That's right. It's your boy, Robert the Monster Among Marks Drap. We are live once again on YouTube. I am back. I know I've been gone for far too long, but that's what happens when you have a day job. So, we're going to talk about
I have a beautiful day job.
I know you have an awesome day job actually that lets you watch wrestling while you're working. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about NXT and 205 Live. But first, we want to go on ahead and start off by saying thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share all those wonderful things down below. Hit the bell for the notifications. Follow the show on Twitter at InMoshPit. I'm at Rob's Random Roms. She's at Heavy Metal Hippie. I know I almost said it wrong, but it doesn't matter because holy shit, the main event. Oh,
look, they've been hyping this for
2 weeks.
This main event is 4 months in the making.
This is true. This is what a pay-per-view match should be, right? This is the end of a rivalry.
And it really sucks that we don't get to see these pay-per-view style matches.
Not all the time.
On a pay-per-view.
Yeah. We start off with a recap of last week, actually, with a lot of things. And instead of me doing it, I'm going to let you go ahead, because I don't do very well.
Hold up. You said I didn't start where you started. I had the show opening with the Ali and Itami over the last 4 months.
Yeah, that's right. The recap.
Okay, you said it was last week.
I'm sorry.
So, okay. Jeez. Let me talk about my boy, my favorite wrestler in the whole wide world, despite the ALISTER black hoodie, Mustafa Ali. That Prince Ali shirt is in the mail somewhere.
I'm sure it is.
But we open up the show with a Mustafa Ali and Hideo Itami promo for the main event tonight, which is a Falls Count Anywhere match. It starts from 4 months ago when we got the initial contact between Itami and Ali. We got a time skip to 2 months ago where Ali was forced to take a month off due to overexertion, is what they were calling it.
Mm-hmm.
It moves up to a month ago when Ali returns and asks for the rematch against Itami, and goes into that rematch. We see Mustafa Ali's amazing 054 onto the apron, which resulted in the count out of the double count out in that match. We see a quick little promo by Ali saying that it's necessary for him to beat Itami tonight. It needs to end. Mm-hmm. We get a quick little bit between Ali and Cedric when Ali first breaks the news that this match is now a Falls Count Anywhere match. And then Itami comes in on his side and says that he must beat Mustafa Ali in order to send a message to the locker room, in order for the locker room for respect. And Ali says at the very end, "You will respect me." Mm-hmm. We get the intro, because I actually wrote down like 6 of the lyrics for it. And then we open the show.
This is war.
I can turn and run, because it's all that I can do. Now this is war. Okay, but we open up with Lince Dorado and Mike Kanellis.
Which
Dorado accompanied with the Lucha House Party, Kanellis accompanied with his wife Maria.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Being that I've been extraordinarily busy and have wonderfully entrusted you and not really watched. I didn't know that Mike Kanellis was making his debut this week, and I'm actually glad to see him back. I mean, it's good to see him back in the ring, and especially after...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, especially after recovering from his illness a bit.
Injury.
Well, we're going to... you can call it either way. he got healthy. That's the important thing, and I'm glad that he's back.
No, he got healthy. Maria had the baby, and
yep, and now they're back in the ring.
He had a complete and utter restoration of his body. He did like a before and after shot when he first got recruited by WWE 2 years ago, and then the shot he took of himself before his match. Mm-hmm. Holy Abs Anderson would be impressed.
Yeah. Stand side by side, shoulder to shoulder with Tony Nese and count them. That'd be a pretty
Just
picture.
Mentioned one of my favorite people.
I did.
Oh, yes. Put Kanellis in that group with Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese.
But this match between Mike Kanellis and Lince Dorado, I feel like he has a hard time having a bad match. So I was already hype before this match. And fun fact, while I was in Dallas at the Dallas Fan Days, there was a fan wearing a Lince Dorado mask. Like, the name didn't get me. Like, I'm like, I know that mask. I know it's part of the Lucha House Party. I know he's a cruiserweight. What the fuck was his name? The Golden Lynx. I can't remember how to say it, and it's Lince Dorado, you idiot. Ah.
Oh, you stupid idiot.
I know, but I'm the best. So.
But this is a good match. It was a really good debut match for Kanellis. And then, of course, Dorado does amazing in most of his matches. But Dorado starts it off with a stiff fist that floors Mike.
Oh, yeah.
And that, in turn, causes Dorado to control the opening segment of this match. We see Mike roll to the corner, and he ends up talking to Maria about something. Later on, we see Dorado back in control until Mike hits a boot and takes control of Dorado. He slows the match down, but Dorado is able to turn it around with a slam. Mm-hmm. We see Dorado send Kanellis ringside, to which Maria gets on the apron and distracts the ref and Dorado, allowing Mike to roll back into the ring and hit Dorado from behind. Gets a ground and pound going on, regains control of the match, and maintains the match and slows it down with the submission, the rope works, and slams. Mm-hmm. Dorado finally gets a little bit of separation, and it rewards him with a near fall. Mike then retaliates with a beautiful super kick.
Oh yeah, it was picture perfect almost.
And what I love about Mike Kanellis is that because his character is still so new. I mean, not new. He's been with WWE for 2 years, but we've seen him very sporadically in that time, with Maria having the baby, the illness, injury. But to see him get cocky and really allow us to see what his character is supposed to be, he does this multiple times in the match. This spot being one that stood out to me because he gets cocky and then Dorado capitalizes with a spinning heel kick. Did I not just say last night we see a lot of spinning heel kicks on 205 Live?
We do.
Dorado then goes in for a pin attempt, but no, he doesn't.
Oh yeah, no.
Mike kicks out.
Was a little bit more work. But
okay, so Dorado comes back. He doles out a power move. I didn't catch what it was. I wasn't actually paying attention. I was writing down, but I know it was a power move because I heard the arena slam or the ring go slam.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say I was 100% in this either. So.
No. Dorado's back gives out during a power move.
Yeah, he was trying to set him up.
The enziguri.
Yeah, and then hits the shooting star press.
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
That's right.
At this point, Dorado misses a top rope move, and
lands on his feet though.
Kanellis hits a spine buster into a near fall.
Yeah.
See Dorado hit the golden rewind. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, the way that he hit that spine buster, it's maybe not the best I've ever seen, but it was still pretty good. You know,
it looked like a Carl Anderson spine buster.
I would actually say that like there's 2 or 3 people that can do a beautiful spine buster. Carl Anderson doing a spine buster, Bobby Roode doing a spine buster. I would actually argue that The Rock always did a great spine buster.
True, but Kanellis got him up there.
Oh no,
he got him up there at like a good 7-8 feet.
Yeah, I ain't saying that he didn't do a bad one. And then
sent him down. That was I appreciated the height. But he gets a near fall after that. Dorado hits the golden rewind and dives onto Mike. He then throws Kanellis back into the ring, and this is where he hits the shooting star press.
Yep.
Mike gets his foot on the rope, breaking the pin attempt.
Count, yeah.
At this point, they go out ringside, and Kanellis throws Lindsay into the ring post. But Dorado evades that, and while Kanellis is shoving the rest of Lucha House Party, Lindsay hits a Hurricane Rana from the apron to the floor, throwing Mike into the ring. But as Dorado enters, Kanellis snaps the rope against Lindsay's face, hits a variation of a swinging neck breaker, and pins Lindsay Dorado. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they're going to call that move yet, but I'm pretty sure that was some sort of variation of a swinging neck breaker.
Yeah, that's going to be his finisher from now on.
Or it could be some sort of DDT variation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to really call it, except it looked fine.
They're calling it the power of love. I'm calling it now.
See, this is the shit I have to put up with here. This is the shit I have to put up with here. But we're gonna move on. I'm pretty sure we got. What do we get next?
DM the GM.
DM the GM. Yep.
Basically thanking the 205 Live WWE universe for their support over the last 2 years. The first year was a very rough spot for 205. With the addition and loss of Aries, Neville, Amore. It really took a while for all of these other first-gen cruiserweights to really make their mark.
Yeah.
But the addition of all these other cruiserweights have helped significantly. But it's really nice to see, all of the original cruiserweights are still very much front and center.
Yeah. And they deserve
but then he says that next week we'll find out who Murphy's number one contender will be. So basically we're going to get a number one contendership match. They do reveal it after the Brian Kendrick promo that No,
this wasn't it.
I got ahead of myself.
That's okay. Brian Kendrick.
Next week we're going to Murphy's opponent is. Then we get a Brian Kendrick promo where he calls out Gulak and Gallagher, but mostly Gallagher, because next week Gallagher and Kendrick will be having a match.
Yep. So we finally got a Brian Kendrick face turn, I guess.
Which is odd because Kendrick turned Gallagher into a heel.
Yeah.
I was there for the first episode of that, the clown Gallagher thing.
Yeah. I'm not sold on it, but I'm sure that Brian Kendrick being amazing can sell me on it.
Brian Kendrick's amazing. He just needs the opportunity to shine. And once he gets past Gallagher and moves on to Gulak, I can't wait.
Oh yeah, that'll be a great match. No doubt.
But we get a recap of last week with Tony Nese winning the Fatal 5-Way against Rush, TJP, Metalik, and Alexander. Actually, I think he pins Alexander in this one too.
He did indeed pin him after Alexander hit the lumbar check on Leo Rush.
Which brings us into our next.
Yeah.
I like that. Which brings us into our next promo, which is Leo Rush.
Yeah.
He states that he did not lose the match last week.
No.
Therefore, he is still undefeated in one-on-one competition. He then points out, so what? Cedric hit that little lumbar check on me and says, multi-man matches are based on luck.
Yeah, they are.
And then once again points out that he is still undefeated in one-on-one competition.
Mm-hmm.
After this, we get a Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy interview.
It's great.
I love these two together, and it's very sad that they're already starting to push the potential breakup of these two. I would like to see the two of them be able to do a respectful match, kind of like Ali and Alexander did for the Cruiserweight Championship. I would love to see that, but they're heels, so therefore they're not going to be able to do a respectful match.
Well, I mean, the way that I looked at it whenever I watched this promo was very much that it was going to be in that same sort of vein, because it's like, oh, it doesn't matter who is the number one contender.
The issue is we have to get to the end of the match. We have to get to the end of the show because we do find out who our competitors are for the number one contendership next week, and I want to see both of these guys so badly with the title.
Oh yeah, it'll be great.
One of them has been deserving of it since pretty much day one.
Yeah. Moving on, we finally moved to the main event. And
hold on. Did you see that? So Murphy was saying that Nese had better be in the number one contendership match, and then Nese had then replied with I definitely deserve a chance at that title. Did you catch the eye movement from Buddy Murphy? There's already that dissension because Nese has said that he wants to go after the title. Although Nese then kind of turns it around and Buddy gives him the nod of approval when he says that the title scene begins and ends with us.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is how they break up.
Probably. I mean, I don't doubt it.
Let's move on to the match of the week.
I would have to agree, mostly because I didn't like everything that was on NXT. But
I love that match of the week for me is always on 205 Live or NXT.
Yeah, I mean, it
was Ricochet and
Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and Adam Cole in the triple threat for the
last week was actually War Raiders versus Undisputed Era for me.
Yeah.
Or the Fatal 5-Way.
Oh yeah.
Or the Belair Cross match.
Oh god, yeah. A lot of good matches on NXT.
Good matches.
But this week, the fact that we had a first time on NXT with the last man standing match, with a Falls Count Anywhere, rather, that for me was like, okay, I'm sticking around through this no matter what, and I want to see this match go epic, and it did. Obviously my favorite spot's at the end, so I'm not going to talk about it yet. Let us move on.
Yes.
There were several rather really good spots.
So this really should be the match to end it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's over.
I don't know if Ali. Oh, I can't talk about it yet.
Yeah. The fact is
if the
this
plan
match
for
one
Ali
way or the
is
other.
what I think it's going to be, this is the match this is the ending match.
Like I said,
if it's not, I could see maybe one more match.
Well, in this case, that kind of stipulation is very much a blow off. Like, we're gonna let you guys do whatever you need to do, and you can go for it as long as there's a pinfall. And there was. So, moving on, this match very quickly goes off the rails. Like, very, very swiftly gets outside of the ring. And very rarely did it come back to it, and I'm actually really glad about that. I will let you get into your play-by-play analysis.
Alrighty, so, off the bat, Itami kicks Ali right out of the ring. Oh, sorry, you had just said this match wasn't even in the ring. We see Ali hop quickly hop back in, runs the rope, sends Itami ringside, and then just kind of drops onto him. It wasn't really a splash, because a splash you kind of have to have forward momentum.
Yeah, that's true. He just kind of flop.
He just kind of snapped himself over the rope. But drops onto him. We get an immediate 1 count. Itami then tries to create some space, only for Ali to send Itami into the steps. At this point, Mustafa Ali is very aggressive throughout the beginning and this segment. Itami kicks. Oh my God! So Ali had rolled Itami back into the ring, or Itami had gotten back onto the ring by himself. But Ali was coming up over the rope, and Itami literally just kicks him out of the air. Ali then falls face first onto the apron, gets a 2 count. Itami gets a 2 count, and then sends Mustafa Ali into the barricade. That was a rough spot for me. I know that was a planned spot. He got his hands up in time. It just, holy crap.
Yeah, this was a very harsh spot. But it looked they got it. They got it nailed.
Already had welts on them at this point.
Yup.
But back in the ring, we see Hideo Itami continuing his assault on Mustafa Ali. Gets a lot of kicks in. Ali finally gets 3 kicks, 2 of them being super kicks to allow some separation. Ali dodges a kick from Itami, but gets stuck in the corner. Ali then retaliates with a kick of his own, hits a face buster into a near fall. I love that face buster.
Oh yeah, it's glorious.
Although the first time he did it, without the roll through the rope, it almost looks like the Lana face buster.
Oh.
Where she stole Bree's move.
That's true.
After hitting the face buster, he gets a near fall. Hideo Itami rolls out of the ring, and then Ali follows, and Hitami sends Ali into the timekeeper's area. Ali jumps up on the barricade, only for Itami to swipe his feet from underneath of him, knocking him into the cement. Out of nowhere, Ali pops up and flies onto Itami for a ground and pound. Sends Itami over the announce table, but then gets him on the table, only for Itami to switch it up and put Ali into a single leg Boston Crab on the announce table.
With his boot in the face.
Yeah.
That's very disrespectful, and I loved it.
It's a really good, it puts more pressure on the body. It doesn't allow the body to twist and free itself as easily. But Ali does manage to break free, and only for Itami to kick Ali right into the barricade and do a near fall. We see Ali get sent into the crowd. I don't know if they're still in the crowd. Yeah. Ali, while they're still in the crowd, gets a super kick and a near fall. Then Ali sends Itami back to ringside, only for Itami to once again kick Ali off the barricade. With Itami being a technical wrestler, it's really smart because he knows that Ali is more of a high flyer. Mm-hmm. So if you kick out the core and the legs like he was focusing on, you really take out a lot of Ali's moveset.
That you absolutely do.
So we see Itami kick Ali off the barricade and then sends Ali up the ramp.
Mm-hmm.
Sends Ali up the ramp. Holy shit. Nope, I missed something. I moved too far.
That's
too
okay.
far.
It happens.
No, so after Hitami hits Ali off the barricade, he sends him into the steps, then dismantles the steps. We see Ali and Itami start fighting on the ramp. Hideo Itami clotheslines Mustafa Ali on the ramp, causing another near fall. Back in the ring, the duo are now on the top rope. Mm-hmm. Ali sends Itami onto the dismantled steps and then hits a crossbody to him. landing ringside. They get a near. Ali gets a near fall for that. Ali then pulls out a table of his own.
Yep.
After the crowd had been chanting, "We want tables" for quite some time, especially that little kid in the front row.
Yeah.
I heard you, kid.
Please keep the enthusiasm up, little man. That's what we need in this life.
So Ali gets the table, only for Hideo to kick Mustafa Ali. We see that where he lands, Mustafa Ali is laid out on those dismantled stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then avoids being crushed by Hideo Itami, who literally tried to make an Ali sandwich.
That was scary. That was a scary spot right there, and I'm super glad.
You gotta move.
Yeah, you gotta be dead timing on it, especially as close as that thing really was to Ali. He managed to just basically fall backwards out of the drop zone, and then one of my spots of the night, not the spot of the night, but very much a damn good spot for the evening. The using the propped up angle to basically like tilt-a-whirl DDT into it, off of it. You know, it was great.
Yep, he hits that beautiful tilt-a-whirl DDT, gets Hitami up on the table, or sets up the table, then puts Hitami on the table, gives him a punch for extra measure, climbs the ropes, hits the 054 through the table, and pins Hideo Itami. This feud is hopefully over.
Did you catch what Ali said on the top rope?
I remember, but I don't remember. I know what he said, but I don't remember. You're going to remind me, though.
Yes, I am. I always respected you.
Fuck, I had that written down, too.
Yeah,
I always respected you.
That was the best.
With that one line, knowing that... I swear to God, if your mic is still muted.
My mic is not muted, but I'm stuck. So I just noticed.
Can they still hear you?
Oh yeah, everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody can hear me, but sorry guys.
Freeze frame.
It was me staring at the camera.
So let me go ahead while you're trying to potentially fix that. After this match, I'm literally about to exit out of the thing, and then for thank you, we see DM the GM.
Yep.
And he announces next week for Buddy Murphy's the number one contendership match for Buddy Murphy's WWE Cruiserweight Championship will be Tony Nese versus Mustafa Ali.
It was actually really good, and I especially love how it like I said came together. Oh no!
I really think Ali, match wise, against Tony Nese, Ali is surefire to win that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
but I don't want to see Ali become the number one contender, especially after coming off of that beautiful feud he had with Buddy Murphy 4 months ago. I don't want to see him become number one contender and not get the Cruiserweight Championship. For the amount of work that Ali has done, he would technically be the workhorse of the 205 Live division.
Yep.
For as much work as Ali has done, he deserves that title. And I love seeing Buddy Murphy with the title. I don't want to see Buddy Murphy get the title ripped off of him quite yet.
I mean, it's going to be a kind of a long process in my head that before it happens. I think that as much as I would love, as much as I do anticipate seeing him as Cruiserweight champion in the very near future, I think that the fact is we really also have to prepare for him to be chasing for at least a little while. And I think that if we go the other way, if we have it be Tony Nese, the direction there says, oh, well, it could have been, but it's not. The
direction there, if they do that, is they're feeding Tony Nese to Buddy Murphy, and they're breaking up that amazing friendship for nothing. I think Ali is, it's only, and you know, Ali does very well chasing the belt. We don't know how he would be as a champion, seeing as he has not held the belt.
That's true.
I would be fine with seeing Ali chase it for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Or was there potential that maybe Lio Rush would come in and like cause some sort of DQ?
I don't know.
Someone else?
I don't really see it doing that, but it possibly could. And as much as I would love for Lio Rush to be fed to Tony to our dear friend Buddy Murphy. I don't think they want to do that to him because, well, no, you know what? Feed him to Buddy Murphy. He on Raw, he's basically enhancement talent anyway. So I'm not going to be
plussed. He's a manager. Thank you very much.
Not going to be plussed if he's not there. If
right.
Like he doesn't make it.
Hit the button.
Hit the button. Why do I have to hit? Oh. I hit said button, but because I'm not here, let's do this. I can't show my face because my webcam has decided it hates me. We're gonna keep going like this for a minute longer while we get this going.
But can I go ahead and start talking about NXT?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yay! So, I'm gonna lie, I was pretty tired by the time I got to NXT, even though it was only 9 o'clock.
I mean, I started with NXT today, so I'm okay.
Well, I finished my NXT today because I fell asleep during Adam Cole versus EC3 and did not wake up again till midnight.
Oh, that's not good.
But I woke up earlier today because I got more sleep, so I was able to watch the rest of NXT, which was 50 minutes of NXT, and all of American Horror Story before work, so win in my book.
Hey, yeah, no, I will take a win. That's what we're here for. But the start of NXT, starting with Undisputed Era, including Bobby Fish, coming out to including Bobby Fish to cut the promo. I don't want to go over the recap because I don't remember the recap.
Hold up, but before this, William Regal says Aleister Black is gonna be back tonight, and he's gonna be mad. So he needs to come see me before he unleashes all his fury on the locker room.
Yep, and he absolutely fucking did. It was beautiful.
Those poor security guards.
poor security guards, and everybody else that was in the ring, who's not got a certain name. But as you
were saying.
But
not everybody else in the ring. Most of the people were smart enough to get out of the ring.
Yeah.
One person wasn't.
There were two people. They didn't get out of the ring. They got put out of the ring.
He wasn't gonna actually attack one of those people in the ring.
Like I said, he never mind. We're moving on.
We
get the promo by Undisputed Era saying that Bobby's back, that they're back to 100%, and that NXT is not you. NXT is Undisputed Era. And William Regal needs to put Adam Cole in a one-on-one match with Ricochet, because Ricochet successfully defended, but he did not beat Adam Cole. He beat Pete Dunne. So it needs to be
valid
one-on-one.
Point for anybody in a triple threat for that one person that lost but didn't actually lose the match.
And a heel like him will absolutely use everything. And so it's at this point that I thought we were going to see Ricochet. I thought Ricochet was going to come out and say, listen, you lost, get over it, you're at the back of the line, go away. But instead we get EC3 coming out.
I love EC3. I've really grown on EC3. I did not like him when he started, but he did this promo he did.
It was
actually very good, and it was very simple. You know, he basically just said, "You don't deserve this rematch."
No, you don't.
He takes a couple shots on Undisputed Era, and then Cole says, "Let's get a ref," because EC3 has made Adam Cole mad. And he thinks because he has the rest of Undisputed Era, there's 3 other Undisputed Era members ringside. How the hell is EC3 supposed to win this match? Rob? Rob. Rob.
What?
Oh no. Oh no.
You can't hear me?
I lost the Rob. Okay, I guess I'll go on.
I mean, I'm seeing my levels here bounce.
Adam Cole
you should
says
be
he
able
wants
to
a
see
ref.
me.
EC3 has made him mad. Ref does come out, and we are then let known that William Regal has made this match official. Cole and EC3 then start off this match by trading blows. There's a lot of chops. EC3 sends Cole face first into the apron. Cole hits the super kick. Cole then takes over the match, and EC3 misses the splash in the corner. This allows Adam Cole to take advantage with a near fall. EC3 tries to create some separation, but Cole locks in a guillotine. Eventually, EC3 is able to break away, and this allows EC3 to gain some momentum. We see Cole kick out of a beautiful power bomb. At this point, we do see the Undisputed Era try to distract EC3. Mm-hmm. Cole gets a lariat. EC3 gets a lariat onto Cole, and then takes out the rest of Undisputed Era on the apron. EC3 then rolls up Cole and pins him. Post-match, Undisputed Era, particularly Bobby Fish, decimates EC3 on the ramp.
It was an insane...
messes up EC3's knee. The rest of the Era is trying to talk Bobby into stopping, and that's enough. We get a reminder that... After this, we get a reminder that William Regal has an announcement dealing with the NXT title at War Games. We can only assume that that's going to be in the main event area because it's William Regal. After this, we get a promo from Mia Yim, who is debuting next. Little note on my part, because Motionless in White is one of my favorite bands in the entire world. Yeah. Voices by Motionless in White on Graveyard Shift is one of the songs for NXT War Games.
That it absolutely
Rob,
is.
Are you back yet?
I thought I was back. Am I not back?
Oh, shit.
I didn't cut my mic.
I guess I'm just going to keep going.
Hang on.
Nikki Cross then messes with security, says he's coming. Aaliyah, after this week, I'm just going to stop. Rob. Are you back? I still can't hear this dude. Shit. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go on my... I really can't hear you. Dude, this is not cool. Wow, I wasn't ready to do this on my own all of a sudden. So we see Nikki Cross backstage that William Regal left behind, saying that he's coming. You can only assume that she's talking about Black. After this, we see Aaliyah versus the debuting Mia Yim. Maya controls this match with basic technicals. She controls the match with some basic technicals. We see Aaliyah catch Maya on the ropes. At this point, Aaliyah gains control, puts Mia into a rest hold. Eventually,
was a very dumb rest
Maya is
hold.
able to get some separation, but Aaliyah continues to dominate. One of the big, I guess we would go ahead and call this part of the finish, but Aaliyah hits this really pretty Northern Lights suplex.
It was very
gets a near fall, Maya kicking out. She then catches Aaliyah. Catches Aaliyah, gets caught. All right, so Aaliyah tries to go for a move.
Yes, she does.
Mia capitalizes on the move, and pins Aaliyah.
She hit
I think I
what
was still
was
half asleep after this.
She hit what was equivalent to a riot kick.
We cut to the back where Belair is harping at William Regal that she's undefeated and that means she should deserve a title opportunity. He kind of lets her go and says, "We'll think about it."
Brushes her off.
Kathy Kelly then interrupts and says, with Aleister Black coming back, do you know the name that Nikki Cross gave him? He says, "No, I don't. And that's why I want to talk to him before he talks to anyone else." But at this point, Undisputed Era interrupts, says that Regal needs to learn how to do his job. Regal says, "No, Bobby Fish, you interrupted a title match event last week, and Cole,
You can't hear me, can
basically, you? Undisputed Era bad boys, and Regal is punishing Bobby Fish and Adam Cole next week because they'll be facing the War Raiders."
That match I can't wait to see.
We get a long Roman Reigns leukemia promo.
Yeah, the tribute to Roman
I was able
Reigns.
To skip through this one because I don't know if I can cry over them anymore. I just don't want to know if that's true or not.
It absolutely is.
After this, we get a Lacey Evans vignette. I thought she was actually about to start talking, and then I realized that this was literally just a vignette of everything that she has always said. This vignette did nothing else to further anything storyline-wise or set anything up storyline-wise with her. We cut to Tommaso Ciampa pacing in the back of a semi-truck trailer. After this, we get a Kairi Sane Baszler vignette.
That's going to be a good
just
match.
Hyping up their Evolution match. Just some of the highlights of their feud going back to the Mae Young Classic, the inaugural Mae Young Classic. After this, we get Justin Xavier, who I've never heard of nor seen in my life, versus Cassius Ohno.
And once
KO cut his hair. Let's talk about that. I don't know if I like it anymore. Nah, it's a lie. I like the hair either way. KO is very rude throughout this match. And Cassius Ohno is very quick to dominate this match until Xavier catches Cassius Ohno with a fist.
And really, in my head,
Cassius Ohno then kicks Xavier out of the ring and just starts decimating him. Xavier ends up getting a slew of punches. Ohno gets a couple kicks in, a leg drop, senton, the rolling elbow, and pins Justin Xavier.
Just absolutely destroys.
At this point, Nikki Cross comes out and says he knows, or I know he's coming, pointing at Cassius Ohno. So it'll be interesting to see where that all goes.
That's true.
We had a little promo vignette of Matt Riddle basically saying that Matt Riddle is a god. And he is having his NXT television debut next week.
I can't wait to see it.
At this point, we get Regal's announcement for the War Games in reference to the NXT Championship. Ciampa comes out, mostly because, you assume he would probably want to hear it face-to-face. Instead tells Regal to wipe that smug look off his face. And Velveteen Dream comes out and tells William Regal, the people don't want to hear complaining at War Games. They want to see a show. And he says, William Regal, say my name. At this point, we see Lars Sullivan enter. Jesus Christ. Dream Dream is able to stop Lars Sullivan's rant by telling him, when you were in the presence of the Velveteen Dream, I would require you to wear pants.
Yeah, I would too.
Sullivan gets a hold of Dream. Nikki Cross comes out and says, out of nowhere, and goes, he's coming, he's coming. Little thing of Aleister Black taking out security. The poor security guy that was in the door that got the black mass and bounced off the door. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, you're gonna need some downtime.
Back in the ring, it's Velveteen Dream, Tommaso Ciampa, and Nikki Cross all evacuate the ring as Aleister comes in. Lars Sullivan does not evacuate the ring and actually tries to get his hands on Black and receives a black mass for his efforts.
I was pretty
Black then puts his hands on Regal by the lapels and demands to know where he is. Regal's got no idea who he is because he hasn't been made aware. At this point, out of nowhere, Johnny Gargano super kicks Aleister Black from behind and says, I'm right here.
Kitten.
We close show.
We got a kitten.
And we don't have a partner.
We don't have you hearing me. That's what we don't
Start
have.
your Skype browser. Shit.
Yeah. I got a cute, adorable kitten. Maybe not a co-host, but or a good stand-in for a co-host, that is. I absolutely loved the fact that Aleister Black came in firing on all cylinders, that he came in hitting hard. Everybody who's been, kind of standing around in the ring, I could swear, I could promise you that it was also the Velveteen Dream that caught a black mass, because I thought he hit 2 in the ring, and then we got the Johnny Gargano coming out of nowhere to super kick our dear friend Aleister Black. Now, I think that this is a good move and kind of a move we saw coming as far as Johnny Gargano turning heel. Do I hate it? No. I don't hate it because I can't hate Johnny Gargano. But in the sense of things that need to be done, we're swiftly coming to a point where if Johnny doesn't win because he turned heel, I don't see the point of Johnny staying on NXT much longer. And I know that's probably a very controversial statement, but really, it's sort of the Enzo and Cass problem. They're very, very good. They're very, very popular. People love them. But when push comes to shove, they're not gaining any ground in getting gold. And really, when you're a professional wrestler, I would think that the point of being a wrestler is trying to be champion and trying to showcase your talents to the world. The fact that this is now where we are, with Johnny Gargano being obviously the attacker on Aleister Black. We kind of suspected it, so it being true now is not a big shocker, but it's still a shocker. I mean, I would have honestly pegged... I don't think I would have pegged Cassius Ohno, but I don't know who I would have pegged. And it's not outside the realm of possibility for it to have been Cassius Ohno, who's... I will say this. His match during this week's NXT was very good. I loved what happened. It made sense. It very much put him in that heel persona. Cat, stop messing with my stuff. My cat just kind of knocked out my my monitor for a minute. She's busy playing with stuff in the back. And I'm gonna get you up here. Try and get her away from the back of the computer. So that way we can get our co-host back. Ah! Sorry. Okay, can you hear me now?
I think I can hear you now.
Yay! I've got a kitten who's trying to bite me.
Yay!
How
much of that were we able to get on the show?
I'm pretty sure all of it, because I could see my levels bouncing during the talking, but you just couldn't hear me. Because I'm pretty sure that...
But were they able to hear us? Who were they?
We don't have an audience.
I mean, I...
We'll have to go back and watch the tape. But very much, I wasn't surprised that we got a Lacey Evans vignette. That's because they're probably setting Kairi Sane up for her as a next after she beats Shayna at Evolution. We did get a bit of a brief promo for the end of the Mae Young Classic, or the semifinals, and then we will get the finals at Evolution, which is fine. I like that. The Cassius Ohno match, as I said to our viewers, I liked it because it showed him as a disrespectful, kind of arrogant heel, and I wanted to almost see him go, like, do what he did before and say, it's only going to take me less than X number of seconds, and just win by knockout, because that kind of arrogant heel where he looks at you as like, I'm going to knock you out in under 30 seconds. Boom. That's the kind of heel he needs to be. And Aleister Black getting jumped by Johnny Gargano, again, like I said on here before you came back, it's not really surprising, but it's still a bit of a shocker. Like, I didn't think they were going to go through with it. But yeah, we kind of knew it was coming.
Day one.
Yeah, it ended up being what we thought it was going to be, and that's not bad.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Nikki Cross knows about Cassius Ohno.
Yeah, that might be something. Again, I want to thank
Hold up, I feel so bad for the freaking security guard that got the black mass kick then slammed into the door.
Back into the wall. Yeah, that was harsh. I could have swore like Ciampa rolled out and Nikki got out.
Yeah, but Ciampa and Nikki all rolled out. They were like, bye.
I thought Aleister managed to hit. I thought Aleister managed to hit Dream with it first and then rolled into hitting Lars Sullivan, but I didn't go back and watch it again.
I'm pretty sure Sullivan was the only one that got it.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank you all for watching. With us with the adorable kitten and this person with the amazing being awesome. Please like, comment, subscribe, share.
There's a dog in the background, so that counts.
Hit the bell for the notifications. Follow the show on Twitter at InMoshPit. I'm at Rob's Random Roms. She's at Heavy Metal Hippie. And we will see you all tomorrow night for our Evolution preview and predictions and the news and rumors from the week. Later.
Bye.